Welcome back. Duty on a packet of cigarettes went up by 10p this week. The rate of duty for a carton of 10 packets, or 200 cigarettes, has been increased from £11 to £12. In recent weeks, anyone crossing a carton of cigarettes into Spain has been able to make about €10 of profit when reselling the carton there.
The government has also further extended the areas where police and customs officers have wider powers to deal with those suspected of acting in breach of the Tobacco Act, to include an area between the frontier fence and the Ministry of Defence facility at Four Corners. The area extends to the northernmost part of Western Beach. This will now also require further repairs to the frontier fence to the east and west of the entry point into Gibraltar. The Chief Minister signed the relevant legal notices before his departure to the UK over the weekend, where he's due to attend the Queen's evening reception at Buckingham Palace tomorrow. Fabian Picardo said the measures, designed to combat illicit tobacco activity, will also see further investment in repairing parts of the frontier fence which have been damaged by those involved in this trade. Last year, the government spent just short of £130,000 on repairs to the fence and putting up new fencing which is harder to damage. Mr. Picardo argues the work his government has commissioned had not been done for years. He says this is important not just to fight smuggling, but also because of the security danger posed by potential unauthorized access to Gibraltar through holes in the frontier fence. New CCTV installations are reportedly being prepared to also help deal with this security issue.
A Catalan member of the Spanish Parliament met with the Chief Minister this week while on a fact-finding mission to Gibraltar. Alfred Bosch represents the Barcelona constituency and belongs to the left-wing separatist party Esquerra Republicana de Catalunya. He was briefed on the latest political developments between Gibraltar and Spain by Fabian Picardo and Deputy Chief Minister Dr. Joseph Garcia. Cristina Cortés asked Mr. Bosch what had brought about the visit and what its purpose was.
Well, I'm in the Spanish Congress, and there we get the official version of what's going on in Gibraltar, and through the Spanish media also. So I decided that I wanted to gather information on my own, and that I was interested in the situation here, what was going on in Gibraltar. So that's why I came, to speak with people, to look at what's going on and to reach my own conclusions.
And you've expressed support on behalf of the Esquerra Republicana de Catalunya party for Gibraltar in the past, including against what you termed Spanish harassment, and also to congratulate the GFA on entering UEFA. So do you follow events quite closely that transpire here in Gibraltar with this situation?
Yeah, I try to follow events, and I'm sympathetic to many of the people of Gibraltar, to many of your aims, which are basically to try to live in peace and in freedom, right? Okay, that's the same thing we want to do in Catalonia. So in that sense, our broad aims through self-determination, through deciding our own future, being a community of age which can decide for itself, in that sense there is a deep brotherhood between the two communities, Catalonia and Gibraltar. So it's not that I have anything against Spanish people. On the contrary, we want Spanish people to be our neighbors, to be our friends. We want a friendly relationship, but we don't like Spanish power, bullying people just because they're different and because they want to stay different. And I think that's what's going on in Gibraltar and also in Catalonia.
And do you feel this is sort of part of a wider policy in the sense that Spain may be taking, the Spanish central government may be taking a harder line on Gibraltar precisely because it has concerns about Catalonia and the Basque Country? Yeah,
they certainly equate the aspirations of the Gibraltarians with the aspirations of Catalan or Basque people, in the sense that they're aware of the fact that we're asking for more freedom. We're asking for a referendum of self-determination so that we can decide on whether we want to be independent or not. Now, to the Spanish government, that looks pretty much alike to what's going on in Gibraltar. So it's not that we want to resemble Gibraltar, is that in the eyes of Spanish power, we are pretty much the same.
And how do you feel about Scotland having been granted a referendum on independence next year, and the Spanish central government's reaction to this as regards its entry into the EU?
Well, we congratulate the Scots for what they're doing. We feel a bit jealous of them, and but we also think that it's a good example to follow, or at least to claim. We would like Mariano Rajoy to be as democratic as David Cameron, and actually I've actually mentioned it to him personally in the chamber that we would like him to be the David Cameron of Spain. We would like him to realise that Catalans and Basques and Gibraltarians and whatever community has the right to vote for their own future. Now, if it's possible in the United Kingdom, why isn't that possible in the Kingdom of Spain? That's a question which puzzles me and many other people. We would like to have an answer to that, and we haven't had a really satisfactory answer. Why something which is possible in Western Europe in the 21st century is not possible within the Kingdom of Spain?
The Royal Gibraltar Police will focus this year's anti-drink drive campaign on an individual's responsibility to watch out for his or her friends. The campaign features a high-impact TV advert as well as posters in bars, restaurants and leisure areas.
The statistics are down. Awareness campaigns and media pressure have converted drink driving into a socially stigmatized practice. But people still do it. In the last policing year, 59 people have been arrested for drink driving, most of them aged between 20 and 40.
Yes, this year we're appealing to the community's moral obligation, not only to drivers not to drink drive, but to friends, colleagues, family members, to ensure that, that their relatives, their friends don't actually engage in drink driving. And I'll give you an example. This is choice. If we're going out as a group or as a work party, I would, there's a lot of thought given to what we're going to eat, how we're going to dress, but nobody gives much thought to how we're going to get safely back home. We should either be opting for public transport, or we should take it in turns and designate an alcohol-free driver. The bottom line is, the distances in Gibraltar are very short, and there's absolutely no excuse for anybody to drink drive.
With a high-impact video and poster campaign, the RGP hopes to shock the public into keeping the dangers of drink driving prevalent in their minds. And the police is asking for help from the community, at the same time thanking those who cooperate with the initiative.
This year we've decided to raise the bar because we feel that this is a very important issue, and we need to reinforce the message. And the message is very clear. This not only applies to the festive season, it applies to every day of the year. And the fact that we do promote this further during December is because basically we do not want any fatalities or serious injuries. The last thing I'm sure that the community wants is a call from a police officer saying that a relative is either in a serious condition or has passed away as a result of drink driving.
Police are also reminding binge drinkers they could still have alcohol in their system the following day, and therefore break the law by driving. The message is that one drunk driver is one too many. And with the social awareness that exists today, there's just no excuse.
The second exhibition by local artist Kimberly Turnbull has been launched at the John Mackintosh Hall. The works on show centre around two main themes, the human figure and the people, animals and scenery of Africa.
Kimberly Turnbull, who recently won a commendation in the International Art Competition, had her first exhibition 2 years ago, and she's drawn on that experience in putting her latest works on show. Over the next fortnight, the upper room at the John Mackintosh Hall will play host to the striking shapes and vivid colours of her distinctive style of art.
I've always found the African culture very interesting, and I think with that theme you can use a lot of bright colours, which I like doing too. There's quite a few framed drawings on the human figure, which I've done with chalk pastels, oil pastels, that kind of thing. And I've also included a few of my abstracts, as that's what I'm hoping to do more of in the future, so it just gives people a little taste of what's to come, really.
The exhibition was opened yesterday evening by the Minister for Culture, Stephen Linares.
It's incredible how young people in Gibraltar get this courage, this confidence, this talent that they have to be able to exhibit such an exhibition of great quality.
In addition to the creativity and effort that's gone into the exhibition, Kimberly has also been promoting her art internationally. Thanks to the internet, her artwork now adorns homes in countries across the world.
I also sell my designs on products. It's an American company, so they do the manufacturing, the postage, all that for me. But they use my designs, so I sell anything from iPad covers, iPhone covers, keyrings, anything you can think of, I've got it basically.
The exhibition is on till next Friday and is open every day from 9:30 till 10 at the upper room at the John Mackintosh Hall.
Also this week, Spanish First Division football team Real Sociedad provoked the flames of Spanish nationalism by flying into Gibraltar Airport. Barclays and Unite announced a special agreement exclusive to Gibraltar, which will see staff members receiving a one-off payment in addition to their redundancy packages. And Gibraltar was the 10th most searched for word in Spain this year on the search engine Yahoo. For the rest of this week's news, you can head over to our website, gbc.gi/news. Also tune into Radio Gibraltar and GBC television throughout the week for the very latest local news. And you can follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Thank you very much for watching this evening. Good night.